What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. What happens when a deadbeat, dog-killing, accused child abuser gets caught talking crap about his wife and sugar mama to his ex-wife? Well, he gaslights his ex-wife and goes screaming at and threatening his ex-wife. Let's take a look at this audio recording that the Sun managed to get of David and Jenelle on the phone, hysterical with his ex-wife Whitney and her current husband as well. And then we'll talk about it afterwards, of course.
It's gonna be completely brought out to the light if you don't tell the truth, and you're gonna lose your trailer, your nutsack, and everything you've ever dreamed for. I promise you that.
There's no problem.
You're gonna go to jail.
Why don't you send the text messages with the actual phone number? Take away where it says David.
Well,
Those messages.
do you want to see that, Jenelle?
Yes, of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
Well, see the thing about it is,
I'm married.
yeah, I know, but see, it's the truth, and you're gonna find out it's the truth. Wherever, and I have no problem.
Send it to me.
I have no problem. Listen to me. I have no problem with you knowing the truth.
Doing it. You don't send it.
It's the truth.
Right.
Oh my goodness gracious. The fact that David, who literally has no Oh my goodness gracious. The fact that David, who has literally no power and no capital in the world, seeing as though he is unemployed with $0 to get lawyers after anybody, is threatening the livelihood of his ex-wife / the mother of his first daughter, Marissa, is just so rich. What are you going to do, David? Use Janelle's OnlyFans money in order to go after these people for simply sharing text messages that you personally sent behind your wife's back? Come on now. And he said that they're going to go to jail. What is the crime here, David? Since you are such an expert on the law, what is the crime? They have the right to share messages however they choose. They did not dox you. They only showed that your name was the one in her contact book sending these messages. And then it seems as though they privately reached out to Jenelle afterwards because Jenelle wanted to see the number that the messages were coming from so that she could verify that they belonged to the number that she bought for her unemployed husband. According to the Sun, when Whitney and her husband reached out to Jenelle privately in order to really prove that this is David's number and whatnot, Jenelle was not responding. I personally think that Jenelle is very curious about it, and I do think that David's gaslighting of her has worked, but that she really did want to see all of this information. But I think that David ultimately has sabotaged that. I don't know if he took her phone away, if he told her that he's going to cause a lot of trouble, if she continued talking to these people, or if he convinced her that these people are crazy and that they could Photoshop his number and she decided to just, let it go. I don't know, but I do think that she was curious about it. And David, in some way, shape, or form, intercepted her ability to actually get that confirmation from Whitney. And it just goes to show you even more how nuts this guy and how much of a hold he has on Jenelle. We all know Jenelle is a very, very, very desperate woman. She wants to hang on to this man at all costs. And this is just an example of that, if you will, you guys. So now let's get into some other things that were revealed. Listen to the way that they are just hysterically screaming. Jenelle is obviously crying in the background. You can really see that the leak of those text messages had her shook, because again, this is the man that she was throwing her 14-year-old son under the bus for. This is the man that she got up on TikTok and said needed to be protected from her 14-year-old child. So to go from, writing for this guy to finding out that he's been talking crap about you, sharing secret images of your home and everything behind your back, talking about using your money to buy the next woman a birthday gift, of course, your whole world falls apart. And speaking of the images that David sent to his ex, Jenelle, who else would have sent this photo to her? Like, you know, if you really think that she photoshopped David's name into the text messages, where did this photo come from? You guys live out on a swamp in the middle of nowhere. Everybody knows that David is very trigger happy and very heavily armed. So who's going to come into your house? And no one can break into your house because you guys are there all day, every day, because you go, you know, you don't have anything to do. So who had the time to break in and take a photo of your filthy bedroom? You know that's your bedroom. So like the cognitive dissonance, or how like the intense lying that you have to do to yourself in order to convince yourself that someone made all this stuff up and managed to include photos of your actual bedroom is just insane. It's almost as insane as broke ass David threatening to sue people out of a home. David, you barely have one. All Jenelle has to do is wake up and leave you, and then you'll be on the street corner, or maybe you'll be on OnlyFans spreading your own cheeks to make a living. So let's not. The whole thing is just wild. The threats, that this, that, the other. Kudos to David's ex-wife, Whitney, for capturing this on audio. We saw Jenelle come to TikTok and film a "woe is me, I can't trust anybody" sort of video. We saw her post Halloween photos without David. I think recently she posted a TikTok with David though, so it seems like she's gonna stick beside him, you know, a little bit more through all of this. But at the time, we saw that this really definitely rocked her world. And I'm not surprised, because how humiliating is it to choose this man over your children consistently, just to find out later that this man would be ready to leave you in a heartbeat? Absolutely, positively embarrassing. Anyway, listen, it seems like David managed to either brainwash Jenelle. That's option A. Or option B, Jenelle's self-esteem is so low that it doesn't matter. She knows this man hates her, but she's going to stick beside him anyway because she's got nobody else that she could be with romantically right now. And one thing about Jenelle, I don't know why Farrah's popping up there, but one thing about Jenelle is that she cannot stand to be alone. Okay, so she's going to stick beside him anyway. And I think that that's the real reason why she is launching David back into her social media space after kind of like ignoring him and snubbing him for a little while there. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, you guys, I am more interested in finding out how the charges against David are going. I believe that he is due in court in just a matter of weeks now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the end of this month. It should be around the 29th of November. I don't have the exact date, but I know it's around the end of this month. Okay, so let's keep an eye out for that. The rest of this stuff is for the birds, but it is still quite interesting to be aware of. So let me know what you think about all of this. Why do you think Jenelle is sticking by David and pretending that these text messages are photoshopped, even though the ex-wife is ready to show her proof of David's number? The son has verified it's David's number, and she sees that these photos were taken inside of her own home. Is it because David has brainwashed her, or is it because she'd rather live in denial than live alone? Make sure to let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.